welcome back for another whiskey review. Today looking to do something a bit special. It is my birthday, 20th of January 2022. I was born in 1984, and I acquired a box of samples from Old Alliance in Singapore, which I recommend everyone checks out. They have an app that you can download and look through what the inventory of open bottles is, and as luck would have it, they had 8 really good single malt Scotch whiskies open that I admired, and they're all distilled in 1984. They've sent me a picture of the bottles that were used, obviously, or the samples came out of, and here's the sample number 1. So it is my birthday, turned 38 today. Was a bit bummed about getting old, but what's the best way to cheer a man up? Try 8 single cask samples from 1984, my birth year. So I kind of randomly put my hand in the box and picked this one, which is amazing because it's a Glenfarclas, and I love Glenfarclas, and I've been to Glenfarclas distillery in Scotland, and this will turn out to be second ever Glenfarclas I've had from 1984. I have previously tried a sample which of an officially bottled Glenfarclas, and this is an independently bottled one by Scotch Malt Whisky Society, who has their amazing coded way of doing these releases. So this one was distilled on 16th of May 1984. So let's just say it was distilled a few days after I was born, but aged for glorious 28 years in a refill ex-bourbon hogshead and bottled at 53.3%, all up at 28-year-old. So, well, I'm 38 now, so the whiskey has been released a number of years ago. Well, 10 years ago, I guess, to be precise. Now, this is the first time I've ordered anything from Old Alliance. A number of friends had raved about them, and while global travel remains, well, disrupted, I can't go to Scotland, you know, to visit distilleries. So I thought I'd cheer myself up and treat myself with some old drams from my birth year. I think everyone should do that. I think it's really cool. Doesn't really matter how old they are. I'm quite lucky. I'm going to start the box off by drinking a 28-year-old. But no matter what you can find, and hopefully you're not much older than me, because as you would know it, you know, the further we go away from our birth years, the more expensive whiskey tends to get. I'm not going to reveal how much these samples were. You can go look them up on the Old Alliance app for yourself. I'm not sure if they're left, because, you know, my quick look through the video, sorry, the picture they've seen, which is really cool. This is insane, sending us a picture, but a lot of the bottles look very low. So obviously they're selling a lot of these drams this way. Right, back to the whiskey. Now, Glenfarclas, known for a lot of their sherry stuff, you know, heavy sherry stuff, but some of their single cask ex-bourbon are just truly outstanding. I've tried some of the younger stuff as well, which has been really good. And I'm very excited to, I guess, try a whiskey money literally can't buy. I mean, this was, from memory, I looked up, only under 200 bottle release. So I don't really even know if anyone's got an open, sorry, a closed bottle left. Obviously, I'm drinking out of an open bottle, so literally whiskey money can't buy. Hopefully Old Alliance still has some left if you're looking for it. Not very deep in color, and I think it's probably a great example of how an ex-bourbon cask doesn't really impart any of those deeper, darker colors we tend to see from port or sherry casks. It is quite golden, but, you know, not overly dark, very light in color. All right, on the nose. Oh, there's this amazing depth of sweetness on the nose. I'm finding a bit of tropical fruitness, you know, fruity characters on the nose. Maybe just a hint of pineapple. with it, there's a sort of a malty, cereal-like character, sweetness. Very oily as well on the nose. I mean, the whiskey spent a long time in the barrel. So good. I mean, I could just spend 28 minutes just sitting here, relaxing, not talking at all, and just nosing this whiskey. One other key thing I forgot to mention is, trying to get the last of it out. These are 15 ml samples, so all the lines allows you, I guess, if you have the stock, to do a 15 ml or a 30 ml sample. I went 15 mils because I've long said, you know, you only need a little bit of whiskey to make an opinion. Obviously, when you fall deeply in love with it, you'd hope that there was more available, which this will not happen. But the reason why 15 mils is because they were quite expensive by the nip, so I was able to do 8 of them. All right, give it a nose one more time. There's honeyed sweetness. What's really good though, it's relatively high in ABV at 53.3%, but there's no alcohol burn whatsoever on the nose. Just really mild, really smooth, easy drinking whiskey. All right, I'll sip it now. Happy birthday to myself. I'm drinking a Glenfarclas from 1984. Really, really warming on the palate. There's a decent amount of oak character. Just a hint of spice, actually. Just a little bit, nothing crazy. And overall, very oily. I nearly said waxy, but no, that's different. Oily as in the richness of the oak, I suppose, from the long aging. Wow. And the sweetness seems to be a little subdued for now. But what I found with some of these really, really old whiskies is just takes a little while to just open up a bit, you know. I mean, this one obviously has been open for a while, I'm assuming. It was released 10 years ago. But also when it's just been sitting in a jar or in a glass bottle for a while, it seems to have sort of just, you know, just taken a step down. But you got a good roll in your glass, and let's see what it does on the second sip. I almost wish that, because I just use my Samsung phone to record these. That's the only way I can record lots of these and edit them and upload them to YouTube, which I have been regularly in 2022 so far. But I wish the the phone's microphone was strong enough to pick up these amazing crackling noises I'm making from the sweetness and richness of this whiskey. Just absolutely breathtaking. Wow. So good. Really, really glad I got a sample, and really glad I've tried 2 Glenfarclases now from 1984. I mean, this was a bit of a fluke, obviously, finding a sample of Scotch Malt Whisky Society independently bottled release. But Glenfarclas, in fact, they have the Family Cask series where they've released a number of single cask whiskies from respective years. And for me in particular, 1984 seems to be a freakish year. I've never been able to get a proper answer. Maybe the production was low, or number of barrels out in the vault are not that high now. But I remember going to Glenfarclas, and they had this chart of the bottles that they had for sale. And the night before, I had gone to Mash Tun, which is this amazing whiskey bar in Aberlour, just a little bit out of where Glenfarclas distillery is. And I said to them, you know, I would like a nip of the 1984 Glenfarclas, and they gave me the rate, the rate card. And I don't remember clearly now. I do have a picture of the rate card, but it was something like 1983 was 40 pounds, 1985 was 60 pounds or 40 pounds, but 1984 was 400 pounds for a nip, which is crazy. And I guess in a weird way, I feel real blessed to be able to try a second single cask sample of Glenfarclas from 1984. This is really, really cool. Oh, I'm going to go off camera and savor the rest of it. But if you are liking the content, please like, share, subscribe. There's going to be 7 more of these amazing videos coming in the next 7 days, because I'm going to go through the whole box and record a lot of content. So I guess you have to look forward to me drooling over some amazing old whiskies from 1984 for the next week. Otherwise, I'll see you in the near future for another whiskey review.